Institute of Architects, or AIA, announced their 2024 Lerch Bates People's Choice Award winners for Best Buildings by Chicago Architects on Thursday. There are so many wonderful architects in this region. So joining us this morning with more on the winners and their designs is Lynda Dossey, president of AIA Chicago. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Anita. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here and for sharing more with these awards with us. You know, I think for people who maybe don't know about your organization, we should start there. Tell us about AIA.
Well, the American Institute of Architects is a group of licensed architects, emerging professionals, and allied organizations and engineers that work with us in the architectural engineering and construction industry. We have 100,000 members nationwide and internationally, and Chicago is the second largest chapter of that with over 4,000 members.
Wow, amazing. But not fully surprising, I guess. You know, we take the architecture tour and you just, you know, look in awe and wonder of all of the great things that have been built here in this area and designed here. So tell me about Design Night and this People's Choice Award.
Yes, so Design Night is our annual marquee event where we have all the local architects submit their best projects for the year, and they are judged by a jury of our peers from coast to coast that are brought in. And we celebrate all of the winners. This happened this past Thursday night at the Harris Theater for Dance and Music, and we gave out those awards plus the Lifetime Achievement Award and the People's Choice Award sponsored by Lerch Bates.
Nice, nice. Okay, so which design won the tall building category? We have a few of those around here. So which one, and how does this, you know, how is the judging? Like, how do you, when they're all so great, how do you come up with a one?
Well, that's the challenge. So the docents over at the Chicago Architecture Center, we partner with them for the People's Choice Award. They curate a subset of all the entries of our projects. They put them into categories, and then we open it up for voting by the public. So the tall building category this year was won by Fulton East. This was designed by the Lamar Johnson Collaborative in conjunction with Parkside Realty as the client. It's a unique building. As you look at it there, you can see the service core rising above the rest of the building. The design for this pivoted during the pandemic to make it really focused on health, well-being, and the safety of the occupants within. So the service core was pulled to the side. It yielded a very open, wide open office plate for easy delineation of different types of offices. It also gave the tenants a lot of access to fresh air, their own balconies, plus shared balconies and outside plaza spaces. There's also a lot of unique tech in the building for hands-free access. Even the elevators you can operate with your feet.
Really?
Truly, it's pretty fascinating.
Wow. And I go by that area and I'm like, oh gosh, you know, just to see the build process has been pretty amazing.
Yes, there's a lot of beautiful buildings over there, really pushing the edge of our technology.
Love to hear it, love to see it. And okay, so we've got to talk about this multifamily design as well.
This is an intriguing project. It's up not far from where the salt shed is, if you know where that is. So it's a challenging site. It's a triangular site. It's an old brownfield site, which means it was industrial. It's bounded by Elston, Webster, and the train tracks. So they delineated this building to sort of create a wall of protection around a central courtyard. Additionally, the roof line scrapes down schematically, or very dramatically. What it does, it has 300 units, but about 70% of them actually have view and access to the outside light, to the sun from the south, and the view of the skyline. This was also done by Lamar Johnson Collaborative.
Oh, look at that.
And their client was Cratera. They've had a big year this year.
Yeah, clearly. Okay, and one last category. This is for single families.
This one's rather fascinating. It's one of the early projects that took advantage of the new ordinance for the ADU, which is the allowable dwelling unit. This allows residential clients to take advantage of the coach house that they have in the back, or to build a new coach house as a dwelling unit. It's called the Snug. It was designed by Via Architects, and it allows a multi-generational family to live together.
Love it.
So part of the family lives in the main house. That's a historical brownstone walk-up, and then they created this new modern attachment in the back. where grandma lives. So it allows the whole family to live and grow together, but each have their own space. And it's great that it's taking advantage of this whole new ordinance. And I think it'll help with some of the housing issues we have here in town.
And maybe some family issues too.
And some family issues too.
We've gone beyond mother-in-law suite to you. You have your whole area, yeah?
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, really quickly, where can we learn more about AIA?
If you go to AIAchicago.org, you can learn more about us, and you can also go to the Chicago Architectural Center, where all the People's Choice winners will be exhibited later this year.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being here again.
Thank you so much for having us.
Appreciate it. Great things happening here in the city.